Okay, so Carl Icahn Part 2. I just really want you to look into this guy's life because you might see a lot of yourself in there, and you might be able to get your mind around the concept that maybe people can just do things like this without being just on their own. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this dude just did this on. Maybe you could do something like that. Maybe if you're good at these certain talents that this guy has aren't necessarily. I mean, he could have been a friggin' bus driver or something like that. Like if he wouldn't have just stepped up to the plate and found something where, hey, I'm really good at this. Why don't I do this for a living or try to make some money doing this shit, instead of like listening to everybody around you and, oh, well, my family is wanting me to be a lawyer or everybody's a doctor in my family. Well, fuck that, man. I'm gonna go be a friggin' caddy at some club and like a bartender and probably make like minimum wage, and then I'm gonna notice things around me, which that's what you do, you get into a situation and you just start looking around, and this is the kind of shit you can do when you're smart, and you can kind of punch outside your weight in the brains department. You don't exactly have to be a genius with this huge IQ and everything. It's more like common sense, like be smart, make choices that are smart, that people are like, damn, dude, that's pretty smart that you did it like that, Yeah, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a sucker. I just, I don't know. Maybe I'm special. Maybe I'm some fucking genius. Yeah, so he was just like looking around, figured out, hey, everybody's playing poker. Maybe I should learn about that and, I don't know, see if I can maybe make some money doing it. And, yeah, he got a couple books, research, because people who learn how to do stuff and really want to figure shit out, they know how to research. Like, this dude, he doesn't really go out a lot. He's not like, some friggin' Hollywood celebrity. He just sort of hangs out at his house and does stuff over the phone and internet, and if he needs to do a deal or something, he just has everything set up at his house. All the food, he could probably, really good food. He claims his spot is like the crackinest place to eat in all of town, and it probably is, I mean, it's all like private, VIP, like you're not out there in public. You can sit and relax and talk openly and just cut the bullshit and the distractions and stuff. He says it's quiet and you can really talk. Yeah, because that's what business deals are. Just you sitting there hammering it out. I mean, it's just like anything. It's like playing Monopoly. The guy who works out the first deal is always going to win. That's why I win at Monopoly every time. Is the secret is, when somebody gets a Monopoly, the first guy to get a Monopoly, you want to just work out a deal with them where you're going to get that from them. You're going to buy that asset, and sometimes you have to finance it and stuff like that. You might say like, hey, I'll give you all the cash I have and plus owe you like the next 5 times I go around I'll give you like $1,000. You have to know, you got to know where on a deal, you have to know, like, you have to be able to guess what they're going to accept. Like, you want to just balance it out in your head, think about it, and just say, okay, what's this dude going to go for? Like, what can I get him to go for? And we both win. But I'm thinking in the long term, and he's thinking short-term cash or whatever. And that's people's preferences, Like, some people want that quick money, and I don't know. It's just deals, man. You have to learn about how to do deals. I'm just making this because maybe somebody could use this for some kind of inspiration or see what you can learn from this dude, because he's basically the Dos Equis guy. I mean, yeah, man, just look at people. That's what I always do, is I try to, when I come across some information about someone or they come into my life somehow, I just look at them and I'm like, oh, I wonder how they got big. I wonder how they did that. You know, what's up with this dude? So, yeah. And he's funny as hell. When someone's rich, you're like basically really cool, dude. If you're rich and you're in a position to talk shit and speak your mind, and you do that, it's just funny, you know, for our entertainment purposes. It's just cool to have someone do that. I mean, you kind of got to give someone some respect for that, and you kind of just got to give them some props because, you know, thanks, dude. Like, I got to laugh out of it. Like, you crack me up with that shit, bro. Like, you're funny. You don't care. You know, I just think that people who don't give a shit are funny, you know, and smartasses. If you're smart, if you're really that smart, dude, you should be able to, like, crack jokes and shit. Like, why don't you use your brain powers for something useful like our entertainment? You know what I'm saying? So, all right, bye.